Hello everyone, this is Mr. Fritz, and we're going to talk about the semester-long and 9-week electives for 7th grade. The semester-long music classes you can take in 7th grade are band, orchestra, and chorus, and they are just what you think. Chorus is about singing. It's altos and basses and tenors and sopranos, and everybody gets a chance to sing. The band class is drums and saxophones and tubas and flutes and piccolos and clarinets and trombones and things like that. And the orchestra class is violins, basses, violas, and cellos, all stringed instruments. So, if you've played an instrument before and you want to continue, I would strongly recommend that you take one of those. Most students in 7th grade will take that for a year, but it is possible for you to do it for just a semester. The other 3 classes that we've got are the Advanced Computer Coding class, the Digital Input and Applications class, and the Desktop Multimedia class. The Advanced Creative Coding class works with Microsoft Office, and it works with teaching you how to write code with the computer. You start off with Scratch and then you progress through several other introductions to basic programming. If you'd like to become internet technology efficient, if you think you want to be a computer programmer, you want to make your own video games, you want to learn how to get in and make the computer do what you want it to do rather than just taking a program that already exists, that's a great class to take. The Digital Input and Applications class is similar to the old keyboarding class where we used to teach people how to type. You learn the home row and the QWERTY and all that sort of stuff. But now there's a modern spin on it where you're also learning how to take that basic typing and keyboarding knowledge and learn how to apply it as much as possible with whatever computer programs that you are using. It's a great foundational class for everybody. There's almost no job out there that doesn't have a keyboard anymore, so it's a great class to have for just about anything you could do. Now, the Desktop and Multimedia Presentations class is just what it sounds like. It's about taking any presentation you've got and making it look as good as you can on the computer, whether that's through PowerPoints or bringing in movies, adding multimedia, adding sound to your presentations. Whatever you want to do, if a computer can do it, they're going to teach you how to do it in that class. So now we're going to talk about the 9-week electives that you can take in the 7th grade. And remember, for 9-week electives, you can take 4 of them, or you could take 1 semester class and 2 9-week classes. That adds up to an entire year. The first option is Art 7. And just like Art 6, it's drawing, it's painting, it's sculpting, it's things like that. If you took art in 6th grade, you can continue along with art in 7th grade, and if you want to continue into the 8th grade, we even have an advanced art option for those of you that are really good art students. Just like 6th grade, we've got our Creative Coding and Computer Solutions 1 and Creative Coding and Computer Solutions 2. That is databases, word processing, spreadsheets, PowerPoints, and a very basic introduction to computer programming. One of the coolest classes that we have in 7th grade for kids is a 9-week course. It's called Financial Skills. And in the old days, we thought of financial skills of, here's $5, go buy a cheeseburger, how much change do you get? Well, that's not the case anymore. In the Financial Skills class for 7th grade, we teach kids about what does it mean when you've got 18% interest on your credit card? What does it mean when you compound your interest on an investment, or conversely compound the interest on your loan? And it teaches the kids what to do with their money and how to make the most of it as they get older. The 7th grade Teen Living class, again, is very similar to the 6th grade Teen Living class, but just builds on that and teaches you a few different things. It's mostly cooking and sewing. You can make a pillow, you can make a backpack, you can make a pair of shorts. There's all kinds of things that they do in the sewing portion of that. At some point, everybody's going to need to learn to cook, and 7th grade is a great place to do it. The Tech Ed class, again, it's similar to what you did in 6th grade. It's woods and metals and plastics and going into the modules, and maybe you're learning how to make your house as energy efficient as possible. Maybe you're working with a little mechatronics machine that carves out a keychain for you, or maybe you're working with how to fly a plane and make sure it stays airborne the entire time. There's all sorts of things that you can do in middle school technology these days. So again, we've got foreign languages that kids can take in the 7th grade that are only 9 weeks long. I like to say it's not as easy as Sesame Street and Dora the Explorer, but it's not designed to be difficult. These are designed to teach kids some key phrases and to be able to have what I would call survival language skills, and see if they like the class. And then if they do, next year they can take the high school credit version of it, which is a year long. And we have French, German, Latin, Japanese, and Spanish. And all of those classes, or for any one of those classes, they're all just as good as the other. It really comes down to what it is that you think you want to learn. So, one thing to know is if you took the French exploratory class in 6th grade, you cannot take the French exploratory class in 7th grade because it's the exact same thing. But if you took Japanese and Spanish in the 6th grade and you want to do German and French this year, that's great. Go ahead and give it a shot.